Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Sounds of the Valley. I'm Nathan Blazer.
And my name is Charlie Retcher. Today we have for you a special guest. Again, we have Andy from Face on Fire. Andy, how you doing, man?
Hey, pretty good. Glad to be back here.
Yeah, glad to have you again. Huh?
So what you going to be doing for us tonight?
I just got some originals here on the acoustic. So I'm going to play a few songs I wrote for you.
All right.
All right, sick. Well, without further ado, why don't you take it away?
Yeah, we'll see you in a bit.
So drink some tea and enjoy the heat, especially if it's free from the sun. On the balcony, I can feel the wind speak to me and tell me I need to be free under the sun. The sun. I'm drinking freely, reincarnated tea. I'm drinking freely, reincarnated tea. Watch the scenery. Golden rays will change this point in the times of these colors, and it's free from the sun. This memory is peaceful as can be, especially if it's free from the sun. And it's free from the sun. It's free from the sun. Feeling alone, however, someone's on your mind forever. Mellow polychord heart, See the photo captured and you have an inner honesty. Mellow polychord hums. Sunday afternoon sings to you. A choir of pigeons question me. Do I go too far to live, love, and starve for a mellow polychord heart? So assured of love, surrender, falling in your calming weather. Mellow polychord heart. Won't feel alone no more, sitting in an orange chair. Mellow polychord hearts. Sunday afternoon sings to you. A choir of pigeons question me. Do I go too far to live, love, and starve for a mellow polychord polychord heart.
Awesome job, man. I really dug it.
Well, thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, it was some good stuff. It was definitely a different sound from the last time we had you here.
Very different from you just kind of crab walking all across the stage.
Yeah, I like to kind of switch it up a lot. I don't know. I like a lot of different music, so, it just, different things kind of come out when I play different music, I guess.
I respect it. Yeah, I like people who aren't like too terribly married to one style. They
Yeah.
like to kind of, spread their wings.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Cool. Well, all the while, I was kind of curious. What's kind of your process behind writing music? Do you usually come up with like melodies first, with lyrics first, or like what, is it sort of a chicken and egg sort of question?
Yeah, I guess, I don't know. I just try to kind of like explore interesting chords to me. So I try to, find chords that like are interesting to me, I guess. So then when I find those chords and I think that they kind of sound good together, then I kind of start coming up with maybe a melody or maybe a couple other parts. So yeah, a lot of times it's just playing chords and then kind of taking those regular chords and kind of making making something else out of them. I know there's like names for them, but I just, you know.
That's fair. I could kind of tell that from your style as you were kind of playing. As I noticed that you do a lot with kind of moving around the bass and kind of like walking like your chords into one another. It seems like, and so it definitely showed that there's a lot of care and a lot of like thought. I could tell from like how you kind of put stuff together.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. I don't know, I kind of gravitate towards bass lines. I'm not necessarily like a full-on bass player, but I don't know. I think I just like the low end.
Yeah.
And then, plus I like to play like heavier stuff on electric guitar, and that kind of transfers over to acoustic. So I'll do that, and then I'll try to find maybe some higher spots to just kind of get like little open kind of sounds in there just to fill it out. But I mean, otherwise, yeah, I do like playing like a lot of riffy stuff, but sometimes it doesn't quite translate the way I'd like from an electric to an acoustic.
That's fair.
I try to find like a median in between like heavy rock and then country folky stuff. So that's kind of where I kind of lay.
Nice.
Sick.
So
Have you ever had a period in your life where like you really just burnt out of music hard?
yeah, I mean, I've gone through plenty of that, and I don't know. I wish I could have worked through it a little bit better, but I'm happy that I kept coming back to it. So sometimes, like when you just get completely burned out, it is good to step away, knowing when to for a little while to just recoup, because sometimes it can just kind of like take you over and stress you out, and then you end up forgetting like why you're kind of doing it in the first place. So, but also on the other side, it's like maybe you're just not feeling like maybe I'm not feeling motivated, so I'll just try to like even just go through the motions, and even if it's not like I'm jamming out super hard or anything, I got the TV on and I'm just laying on the couch and I'm just even just moving, making some sort of rhythm, that could be enough to like inspire me to make something, or I'll just watch TV.
That's fair.
Sick, yeah.
I
I know for a lot of people, when they kind of burn out or they experience something like akin to writer's block, like oftentimes it's just a matter of like just stopping your craft for a little bit and just taking time to just listen to some other stuff and just kind of like get a sense of what more is out there beyond the scope of what you've written, what you've done yourself, so that you can kind of come back to the paper, like, or come back to your guitar and just be able to come up with something entirely new. Or just for some people, you just got to muscle through it.
Yeah. No, yeah, you're right. Like, just like different experiences or music, just kind of get out of that. Sometimes it's easy to like kind of like create yourself into a box. And then all of a sudden it's like not, the expression isn't quite there. You've used it all up in that box. So gotta like try to, I don't know, venture out. And yeah. And it's hard sometimes. You get used to like patterns and routines, and you're like, okay, I do this and practice that, and then all of a sudden it's like, I don't know, like the feeling is gone, but then like you do something else or whatever, move on for a while, then you can like circle back around and revisit it, and it's like all like fresh, and I don't know, it's exciting again. And that's kind of where I'm at right now, actually, with music, and I suppose just life. It's like, it's like just fun when like, you can kind of come back around to like the things you love. And now I'm getting a little deep.
I mean, that's just is kind of what happens on Sounds sometimes. We ask you the simple stuff, and then it turns into, oh man, that was
Where did
actually,
that
we
come
sneak
from?
up on you like
Yeah.
that, yeah.
Yeah, I sometimes go down that tunnel.
But yeah, to wrap up our little interview segment here, do you have any upcoming like albums, EPs, performances, or anything else that you want to plug?
Yeah, well, I've been starting to record again, so I've been working on some songs just outside of Menominee with an old buddy of mine, Greg Manning. He owns the Aviary Studios. He's been recording numerous people right now, so I've got one song done that we're happy with, and trying to get a good handful of songs and put something together so I can get some new music out there. Otherwise, I do have an album that I recorded a while back called Hotel Music Time. A couple of those songs that I played tonight are on that album, and then on couple years ago, I released, wow, it's already 2 years, but I released, that was probably longer than that, but I released an EP called Social Aquarium, kind of a goofy name, but there's some cool stuff in there, I think. I recorded it out in a cellar, basement cellar out in Tilden, like super old equipment, but it was like pretty cool stuff though. So it has a pretty big sound. I was happy overall with it. So, oh yeah, I played one of those songs. That second song I played, Mellow Polychord Heart, that's on that one. So, yeah.
Now, where can people also like find your music?
I have anything that I've released, which those two things, you can find it on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube.
I presume you don't just go by Andy on those. What can people find you when they search for you?
Yeah, just it's a pretty common name, but Andy Nelson, and if anything, you can go to like Facebook.com/Andy Nelson Music, and that has some kind of current stuff on there, and I've been starting to play out a little bit more again. So yeah, you can catch me on there if you like what you hear.
All right, sounds good.
Well, thank you so much, Andy, and to everybody at home. We'll be right back.
This one's called Spring Synth No One.
A spring symphony. I think we all need it. Buried in cocoons, lethargic seasons seemed overly dooming, but it's done and gone. With suffrages for blooming orchids. Re-emerged from the woodwork, your magnum opus is finished. Well, at the top of the stairs, she's a suffragette with blooming orchids. The bread knife is cut through all the coldness. Since the last time you have spoken to me. You see, now you freed your mind, is finally turned on. You see the end of the tunnel with suffrages for blooming orchids. So pour some salt upon your tongue, and soon you'll speak again. Magnify yourself like the sun shining through a glass, and when the seasons meet your face, you won't be replaced. Yeah, 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 alright. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Open the door and greet your son in a spring symphony #1. When hypersensitivity eats at me like great Aunt Maggie, I just wanna run and not leave the forwarding address to anyone. Though me and Maggie never formally met, I think I understand. As long as I know why she chose to hold her distance with the world. For I as well feel the nothingness in the universe. So it's up to us to make it what we want, like Maggie'd always done. Like Maggie'd always done. Decades gone, it seemed that Maggie'd forgotten, but she remember you. She went and sang, used toaster covered expired food for marriage gifts. And when her time expired working the egg farm, 15 people showed a condolence at her funeral, and it was beautiful. She wasn't all alone. She was happy on her own. Thanks. That was Great Aunt Maggie. So I got one more. This one is called Hotel Music Time. And I wrote this when I was working overnights in a hotel. Go figure. The weather has passed them, and now it's better. Right back where we started, by the onion factory. We wait for you to sort your dreams. And he sings a song by the Gypsy Family Seed Band, and it's called Hotel Music Time. Hotel Music Time, where everything is fine. You know who gets low, but don't you worry now. Just lie in the tub and look above. Reflections in the spinning disco ball, and the kettles whistle. The pills have all worn off, and everything is fine. It's hotel music time. Hotel music time, with complimentary breakfast, and checkout is at 11. And everything is fine. It's hotel music time. Hotel music time. Thanks a lot.
Alrighty, thank you very much for spending some time with us tonight, Andy. Once again, this was Andy Nelson for tonight on Sounds of the Valley. My name is Nathan Blazer.
My name is Charlie Retcher, and y'all have yourselves a wonderful night.